Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Breeze, back from the dead once again, bringing you another fire NBA 2K video. Now, if you can't already tell what we're going to be talking about from the title, if you've been living under a rock, if you really have no clue what has gone down this week with 2K, then this video is to fill you in on everything that's gone down. And it's also, to all the people who know what's gone down, it's also to, give you guys straight facts, because I've read every single article. I've looked into this. If you look on your screen right now, yes, the NBA announces an eLeague, a 2K eLeague with 2K, of course. So, as you can see right here on the screen throughout the video, you're going to be seeing tweets, different articles. So if you want to pause and take time to read those on your own, or even just go and see the articles for yourself, the links will be in the description. So jumping right into it, guys, I'm going to be going over all the facts about this league, because there's a lot of things that people just don't understand about it. There's a lot of things that people are just getting wrong with it. Now, first of all, first things first, as you can see right here, Scott O'Queer does confirm that it is going to be ProAM. So let's just get that out of the way right now. Obviously, ProAM is the future of this game. And, obviously ProAM is what's going to get you paid. So let's go into how you're going to get paid, how you can get involved, and how you can get in this league. As you can see right here on the screen, the 2K League is going to start in 2018, and there's going to be 8 to 12 teams at first, and then they're going to have 30 teams by the next season. Now, these teams in the league are actually owned by NBA franchises. Yeah, so like the Knicks, for example, like James Dolan owns the eKnicks. Like the eKnicks are basically part of the Knicks, but it's the 2K version of the Knicks. Like, this is a real thing. It sounds crazy. It all happened overnight. But really, like, 2K got this deal with the NBA, and they've propelled their game from, a mediocre esport. You couldn't even really consider it a true esport. The game was kind of a fucking joke. Let's be honest. 2K was never going to get it right. They were never going to actually, turn this game into a top esport. But because of what they've just done with the NBA, because of what's just happened, this game has propelled into a top 3 esport in the world, money-wise and production-wise. Now, obviously, in popularity, Call of Duty, League of Legends, CSGO, maybe even, Gears of War and Dota 2 and other games like that, those games will still be more popular for the time being. But this game will be recognized around the world as an esport from here on out. Like, this is the future of 2K. So, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to at least support it or deal with it, because that's the future of this game. It's already past Madden, all of those EA Sports titles, it's up there at the top now. This is the first esports league owned by a professional sports organization like the NBA. So they're going to do it right. Now, how can you get involved? The first draft is going to be held right after 2K18 comes out. See, what they're going to do is they're going to have a virtual combine. Now, this is the only thing I can't give specific details on yet, because, of course, that's more information that's to be announced. But they're going to hold a virtual combine, and it's not going to be like, your typical 2K bullshit. This is all orchestrated by the NBA. That's what I want to stress to you guys. Like, all of this is orchestrated by the NBA. How the NBA wants to draft its players is how they're going to draft their players. 2K has no say in the system or in how the NBA is going to draft their players. The only thing 2K has to do with all of this is it's just their game. So right around the time that 2K18 drops, they're going to hold a virtual combine. Now, the best players from that combine, of course, it's going to be very extensive. There's probably going to be, a mode where you go in there with a team and you just show out, and then they're going to take like a pool of like thousands of the best players from, that certain time period of the players that were playing those games with their team and getting those crazy stats, and they're going to put them in games together, you know what I mean? And that's how they're going to figure out how the best players are. Now, of course, after that, they're going to be going through like extensive background checks on these players. They're going to be going through a lot of interviews. They're going to be interviewing all different types of guys. You know, this isn't like some regular 2K bullshit. Like, this is like very, very serious. You're not going to go in there with your team, with your buddies, and, you know, get picked up by an NBA organization. You know, it's not going to be that easy. You know, like, you and your friends, you and your team right now are not going to be together. You know, if one of y'all gets drafted, you're going to be put with whatever team this NBA organization drafts. Now, why would you want to join this league? You know, like, is it going to be worth it? What type of compensation are you going to get? And how is it all going to go down? So the reason why you'd want to join this league is the same reason why anyone would want to join a real professional sports organization in real life. Like, why would you want to join the NBA? Because you're going to get paid millions to play basketball. That's the same thing here. Now, you're not going to get paid millions starting out, of course, but you're guaranteed a six-figure salary, or at least close to it starting out. They are going to have a salary cap. So, you know, whoever goes number one in the draft is probably guaranteed, I'd say, around $150,000 to $200,000 their first season. You know, we're talking about billion-dollar NBA franchises. You're not going to get paid dirt money to leave your whole life behind, to leave your job behind, and go and play for an NBA franchise. You know, they expect you to be treating this as your full-time job. You know, there's contracts involved, there's big-time salaries involved, and not only are you going to just be, you know, playing from your couch at home, you're going to be basically living and traveling with your team. You're going to be like traveling to your home and away games. That's right, guys. Like, this is no joke. This is like if you're on a real NBA team. You're going to be playing in NBA arenas, other remote locations that they have set up. They're going to be broadcasting these games live on ESPN and NBA TV. Like, this is very, very serious, guys. Like, it might sound crazy because this isn't the 2K that y'all are used to. You know, this is all just like happened overnight. But this is real. Like, this is actually going down, you know? So not only are these players going to get paid these big time salaries, but on top of that, if you win the eLeague finals, you're going to get, you know, like an additional 250 to 500K off that. At least that's how much they're speculating that the championship prize is going to be worth. Of course, it could be more. Now, on top of all of this, they're going to be putting millions of dollars into ad revenue for this, like commercials, team merch, sponsorships, all of that. Like, yeah, that's right, guys. Like, you can go buy my jersey if I get drafted on the NBA store. Like, that's how serious this is. It's crazy. You can buy tickets to the events to see them in real life. It's going to be crazy. Now, they did confirm that the NBA championship, the eLeague championship, will, of course, be in an NBA arena, as well as other matchups throughout the season. Now, when does the season start? So, I'm assuming that the Combine, because they said the season's going to start in 2018, the Combine's probably going to be in either October and November, or maybe even both. You know, it might be a very long process that they want to go through so that way they get the best players possible. Then the draft will most likely be in December, probably early December. And then between that point where you get drafted and early in January, you know, you'll be signing your contract, hiring whatever agents you got to hire, hiring whatever attorneys you got to hire. So that way, you know, you're not getting scammed, you know, like that way you're getting the money you deserve. And that way, of course, you know, when sponsorships come to you, you know, you have someone to handle all that for you. Like, this is going to be serious. It's just as if you're a real NBA player. You're just not making quite as much. You're still making a lot of money, though. But then the season will start in 2018, and they want it to mirror the NBA schedule. So, of course, you know, there's 82 games in a season. So, you know, they're going to be running games more frequently than the actual real-life NBA. But they do want the playoffs and the finals to be going on at around the same time. So you can expect the regular season and the finals to be started and wrapped up between January and June of 2018. Now, keep in mind, there's only going to be 8 to 12 teams, guys, in the first season. So say you don't get drafted in 2018, right? You could still get drafted for 2K19, and there's going to be an even bigger draft for 2K19. So starting right now, and then look at yourself in, like, you know, almost 2 years from now, you could be a completely different player, guys. If you start right now, get a squad together, go in the ProAM, get your elite rank up, and start playing top competition all the time, You could become a great 2K player by the time this draft comes around. There's a lot of time. That's what I love about this announcement is we have a lot of info, which we don't normally get from 2K because, this isn't from 2K. This is from the NBA. The NBA is going to do this shit right. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. And that's another thing, like with the servers, all these games are going to get played locally, like in person. So you don't got to worry about, the servers might be getting dropped out, during eLeague games. Nah, that's not going to happen. They're all getting played in person. But anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. That's my fault. I'm not good at this YouTube shit. But I am going to get better. I'm back now. Don't worry. The uploads are coming. I know I say that all the time. Don't worry. I'm telling the truth this time. You'll see. I just got to prove it to y'all. But anyways, getting back on topic. So as I was saying, right now is the best time for you guys to start grinding Pro-Am and taking Pro-Am serious. Like, you could really get drafted by a team. Anyone can. So you might as well start putting in the work now. Now, in terms of Team Witness, what is the future for us? And what's the future for myself? And what's the future for, like, Road to the All-Star and Road to the Finals? Well, I'm going to get that out of the way first. Of course, there's not going to be any more bullshit-ass qualifying system that can fuck your boy over, which I like a lot. There's going to be no more, winner takes all the money, play the whole year and potentially get nothing. There's going to be none of that bullshit anymore, because the NBA's running shit now. So you don't got to worry about no bullshit-ass, rigged-ass, fucking Road to the Finals or Road to the All-Star game. None of that's going down anymore. The NBA's running shit now, and however the NBA wants this game to be ran, 2K's got to go by what they want and what they say. So if, obviously, if the NBA wants 2K's servers to be upgraded and to be working more flawlessly, then 2K is going to make sure that that's done. That's just like a small example of what's to come. This is great for 2K as a game, guys. I can't stress that enough. Like, this is great for the game because we were all talking about how, like, we need NBA Live to come back so that way 2K will step their game up. Well, no. Now, 2K has to please the NBA, the fucking NBA, guys. They have to please the NBA. Billion-dollar franchises are relying on 2K to make a stable game that is going to help grow the NBA as a brand on a global market. They want to make money off these teams. You know what I mean? Like, the NBA isn't doing this for fun. They're doing this to grow the brand, to expand the brand, to bring other guys into basketball culture. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many guys who, are semi-pros on COD, semi-pros on Madden, good enough to, be one of the best players on those games. But, they see the opportunity on 2K. They think 2K is so easy, and they see how much money is going to be involved. A lot of guys are going to be coming over here and trying to take y'all's spot and trying to outplay y'all. So everyone watching this video, use this as motivation. Use this to get a head start. This is the calm before the storm. Y'all need to go and start grinding right now. Start getting on top of your game right now. If you think you're good enough to get drafted by a team right now, you're not. You're not good enough right now. I'm telling you right now, none of us are. None of us are as good as we could be at this game because there was never this much on the line. You could get drafted and paid a full-time salary to play 2K. Go take advantage of this right now, guys. I'm not going to drag this video out much longer. I just wanted to get on here, talk to y'all about this. I'm very excited. As for me and Team Witness, of course, we're staying together. We're grinding YouTube. We're going to be doing a lot of things outside of YouTube very soon, or outside of 2K, I should say. Sorry. YouTube is the main focus, though. Of course, streaming, that's coming very soon. We have a lot of things planned, and we have a lot of things planned for 2K18 as well. But in terms of from like an individual standpoint, you best believe I'm going to be doing whatever it takes to get picked up and get drafted by a team. If I don't worry. Pro-Am's going to be blown up because of this. There's going to be a lot of new traffic coming to 2K, and I have a lot of things planned just in case I don't get drafted. There's a lot of things coming, guys. Be excited. The future for 2K is very, very bright. Now, if you're a park player, I guess you could be a little worried about what's to come because, of course, you know, everything's going to be revolved around esports now. But all I can say is you might want to start grinding for that legend, because I guarantee you that immortalization for 2K18 is going to be something very, very important. And it's probably going to be something that if you're not a legend in 2K17, only pro players can get. So I'm going to just hint at that right now. And hopefully that'll motivate y'all to, you know, go get that legend, stay motivated with the park. I'm telling you, the park, big things are coming with that, with 2K. 2K's not messing around now, but the ProAM, I'm telling you, the ProAM is where it's at, guys. Start grinding that ProAM, get your skills up. If you want to be one of the best, if you want to be playing this game full time and making a fuck ton of money, you want to have the fame. You want to have that verified checkmark on Twitter. You want to be known as one of the best players in the world. Now is your time. Start grinding now and get your ass drafted in fucking October, November when 2K18 drops. So this has been your boy Breeze. I'm signing out. A lot of fire ass tip videos coming this week. Don't worry. I'm going to be helping y'all get ready for this draft. I'm going to be helping y'all get your game to the next level. And I know I say that a lot, so don't worry, it's coming. I just gotta prove it to y'all. I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna start doing. This has been your Breeze. I'm signing out. Peace.